Hello to you, the one listening to me right now. I know that when we talk about money, many people react instinctively with excitement, skepticism, or even avoidance. Money is a sensitive topic. It's something everyone needs, but not everyone truly understands today. I'm not here to preach, nor to teach you how to invest or get rich quick. I simply want to share a straightforward perspective that could completely change how you view money and how you achieve prosperity. That is, money is not the goal. Money is a result. Sounds simple, right? But let's pause for a moment. Try to look back at your journey, at all our journeys. From a young age, we were taught that we had to study hard to get a good job, to earn a lot of money. We chased grades, titles, positions, and ultimately, money. But along that path, did you ever ask yourself, what is my true goal? What do I want beyond money? Napoleon Hill, author of Think and Grow Rich, wrote, "Money without a purpose is meaningless. You might earn $1 million, $10 million, but if you don't know why you're earning it, you'll fall into a never-ending cycle. You that might spend money to feel valuable. You might use money as a facade, covering up a lack of direction and inner emptiness, but if you have a clear purpose, if you know what you were born to do, if you truly live with meaning, then money will come as a natural reward. No force needed, no chasing required. It comes as an inevitable result of you living true to your mission." Hill called this a definite chief aim, a clear, specific, and inspiring primary goal. When you find it, you can dedicate all your energy, time, and abilities to that one thing. And when you do something truly outstanding, the world will reward you with money, recognition, and opportunities. Have you noticed truly successful people don't say, "I want to have a lot of money"? They say, "I want to change how the world learns. I want to help millions of people live healthier. I want to build something that lasts." Money isn't what they chase. Money is a side effect of them living with passion, discipline, and the right purpose. There's a small, simple yet profound story about an old carpenter who worked for others his entire life. When his boss asked him to build one last house before retiring, he did a sloppy job because he thought it wasn't for him in the end. He realized he had just built the house for himself and he regretted it deeply. The lesson here: when we work out of obligation, the result is merely superficial. When we work with heart, the result will be a worthy reward. From that story, we grasp a truth. The more people you help, the wealthier you become. Success doesn't come from asking, "How much do I earn?" but from asking, "Who do I help? How do I help them?" Excellent salespeople don't just sell products, they solve problems. Successful content creators don't post videos to get views, they inspire and share knowledge. Great leaders don't seek applause, they serve their communities with a strong heart. And from this, we also see there's a common thread among all truly wealthy individuals. They have a different mindset. They don't think money is a limit. They don't believe opportunities are scarce. They don't live in fear of losing money, but live with the inspiration to create value. Napoleon Hill said, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." That's not just a slogan, it's the foundation of all true wealth. Truly wealthy people aren't obsessed with money because they've passed the stage of needing to prove their worth through numbers. Elon Musk once said, "Money is not my primary motivation, I just want to solve big problems." They don't ask, "How much do I earn?" They ask, "What legacy do I leave behind?" Once we understand that money is merely a result of the journey of creating value, and once we see how people like Elon Musk dare to think big to solve humanity's problems, we'll see a commonality. They don't seek money, they seek solutions. And in that same spirit, let's look at another exemplary figure, a woman who has inspired millions across this planet, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey was not born into wealth. She grew up in poverty, experiencing abuse and disdain. Throughout her childhood, Oprah struggled with feelings of abandonment and worthlessness, but instead of letting circumstances define her, she chose to redefine her own value. She didn't begin her journey with a dream of getting rich. She began with a dream of creating value by telling stories, sharing, and connecting people to themselves. When she stepped onto television, Oprah wasn't just an MC. She was a listener, an empath, guiding others through their pain. Oprah once said, "My career took off when I stopped trying to be famous and started focusing on serving the viewer." That was the turning point. When you stop chasing the spotlight and start serving with genuine intent, money and recognition will follow as a natural reward. Oprah's story once again confirms the truth. When we live for a purpose greater than ourselves, when we serve with our hearts, then money and more than money will come. And if you're asking yourself, so, where do I begin? Then let's look at these practical principles. 1. Always start with the WHY. Don't begin with how much money do I need, but instead with, what impact do I want to make? What do I want to change? Who do I want to help? The right questions will lead you to the right journey. To focus on the journey, not just the destination. Successful people don't wait until they have money to feel happy. They live with presence, enjoying every step, every lesson. This attitude makes them attractive to communities, customers, and investors. 3. Avoid the trap of comparison and performance pressure. Financial comparison is the most common trap. You see others succeed and ask yourself, how many years am I behind them? But the truth is, everyone has their own journey. Don't let society pressure you to get rich quick. Focus on true value. Finances will follow, for learn how to manage money instead of fearing it. A wealthy mindset doesn't come from earning a lot, but from the ability to manage, grow, and use money as a tool to serve your purpose. Learn about personal finance, investing, and above all, learn how to use money to serve what you believe in. 5. Always prioritize human value over financial assets. If you lost all your assets one day, what would remain? Your relationships, reputation, capabilities, health, spirit of service. These are your true capital, and these very things will help you rebuild your assets again and better. If you are lost, if you are confused about money, stop. Don't ask, how can I make more money? Ask, what valuable contribution can I give? Money doesn't hate you. Money doesn't pick and choose. Money simply follows those with a clear purpose, who serve genuinely, and are not obsessed with it. So, live as if you are already wealthy, not because of money, but because you are living rightly, living meaningfully, and then, money won't just come, it will stay. Thank you for listening. I wish you not just wealth, but wealth with meaning.